Alyssa, welcome back.
Hi, it's been a hot minute. It's been a while.
We are back. I did see a comment in chat already that I don't understand. I wonder if Sam was just wrapping up. So,
Oh no.
no biggie. Have a good one.
Wait. Did we just? I should really have this. Does he stream today? Is that a thing?
Yeah. He comes on right before us, so he was probably rushing to get off before we came on.
Oh no.
That comment was aimed at him. It was about 15 minutes ago.
No okay.
Biggie. Have a good one.
Hi, Armando. Good to see you, chat. Sorry if we pushed people off. I am oblivious to things and happenings, and just. So Ed, tell me what you've been up to.
We've had a little break from our VR. We need to get back to our game. I came on last week and I built some stuff without you, which
how'd
was
it go?
sad but fun all at the same time. I didn't have your color commentary. It was you were missed. Chat room missed you too.
So tell me what you update me. Like I heard there were some changes with Horizon. Maybe.
Oh, there's always changes with this thing. It's still in beta. It's still invite only, which is kind of odd. Like I thought they would have it launched by now, but I don't know what it is exactly they're doing. But they keep tweaking stuff, and there was textures added. They added textures, and things look so much better now.
Like, I'm super excited. Realism. Yeah, I'm super excited to see it, and also to like see if it affects performance, like, or if it's just fine, like everything's normal.
Yeah, I don't know. I run it on the desktop, not on the Oculus, so I don't know if they do anything with the Oculus version that's different from the PC version, but it looks really good to me. So let's jump in, take a look.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, and if you're joining us in chat, hello, how are you? What time of day is it for you? This morning for me and Ed still. Let's see. 10:30 for me. I'm working on my PC this morning, so the time is in a different place than it is on the Mac. So I'm like, where did the time go?
It is 11:30 for me.
Nice. Almost lunch. Although I usually lunch around like 1 or 2, so I'm kind of a weirdo that way. What about you? Are you an early luncher?
No, I eat late. Like
Mm-hmm.
Big breakfast, late lunch.
I'm a coffee breakfast kind of person.
Smaller lunch, bigger dinner. Lunch is more of a snack.
I see our numbers are going up. It's good to see you. Let us know in the chat where you're joining from, what time it is for you. And Ed and I are starting back up our VR stream. Took a little bit of a break and excited to see some of the changes in Horizon since we've been gone. You know,
this is probably going to go off for a second because I need to adjust.
It totally 100% did.
I need to adjust my my whatever it's called, play space. And I need to turn off my Oculus. That.
So for those of you who don't know, when you have a headset on, you can have a stationary play space zone that essentially sets up like a cylinder around you. And it says like, if you move outside of that cylinder, it like gives you these red walls of like, whoa, like you're going to hit something. Or you can define a space with you use your little hand controller and you walk around the space that you want to define and you draw your wall. And then if you are like in the world walking around and you get close to those walls, it'll like bring up this like red grid around you that lets you know, hey, you're going to hit something. Now, if you're like some of my family members who I've let try my headset, they just completely ignore the grid and just go right through it. So it's you like tumble down the stairs type of thing. And you're just like, cool. Safety. What's safety? So, but that's what Ed is talking about. He needs to reset his safety net. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah. So I found out if you're in stationary mode, it's a little more lenient as to how far outside of the grid you can go.
I mean, it's a pretty tight cylinder like that it puts around you in stationary mode. So I would hope it'd be lenient. It's
tight, but like if you push your hand out of it, it doesn't really alert you the way if you draw a boundary about the same size, you get like a kind of a mesh in front of you. And I have bumped my monitor a few times trying to use the stationary.
The stationary, yeah. So you just draw yourself a small area.
Yeah. So before I break a monitor, I've already broken a coffee cup. I punched through a coffee cup. That is not a good thing to do.
Whenever we play, we usually will break it out like and like move furniture aside in the living room and make a bigger square that we can VR in. It's pretty fun. I was skeptical before I got to wear the headset because it looks silly. Like whenever you're just watching someone do it,
just look at it now.
But it's way more immersive than even the screen sharing that Ed's doing. Let's on. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I need to fix my audio while I'm in this. Let's go over to the Oculus mic. So when I turn around, you can still hear me talk. Is that working okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. It's crazy. People tell me that the Oculus mic is better than my Yeti, which the Yeti costs probably almost as much as this stupid headset.
Okay, so when you're standing right where you are, facing the direction that you're facing, the Yeti sounds better. But whenever you move at all, like it's not a bad mic, that the one on the Oculus. So it sounds like it sticks with you.
Look at this. We have a hill.
Oh my goodness. That's gorgeous. Look at that landscaping. I love it.
Yeah. It also tweaked the rocks. You can see the textures now. See all the textures there.
Oh, what? Wait, do we have control over those, or is it just we do? Wait, so you added the texture?
I did.
Ooh, you've got to show us how to do that.
But I'll show you how we can add them to stuff.
Yeah, I need to see how you do that.
Grass looks grassy and stuff now. So yeah, so that's what I worked on last week, was this pedestal.
Wow.
Remember, it was just a square before. A big white square.
No, it looks great.
So to texture things, it's very easy. Like, here, let's grab. Actually, I like this ball that we accidentally left up here. It looks like a moon. Doesn't it look like the moon?
It
like
does.
Just, sitting there.
So if we grab the moon, let's pretend we want to make this a moon. You get the not properties. Sorry, paintbrush window. Grab the paintbrush window, click on style, pick a color. Let's give it a moon color. And then down here, check out all the textures. Yes.
Can you like
known as gray.
Can you like zoom in on the textures, like with your your nose? There you go. Ooh,
is that better? Zoom in, aka
Fuel. So Fuel just asked, "Is this an expression tree?" Hey, Fuel. So Ed and I have many interests inside and outside of C#. This is a Horizon. We usually on Thursdays get on, Ed and I, and do a VR stream. We took a bit of a break last month, but we're back and at it, and we are in Facebook Horizon programming our own video game. So that's what this show is. Ed and I will be on talking about expression trees and all the C# fun basics and more with Layla next. Is it Wednesday? Did I get that right? I think it's Wednesday. Okay. Wednesday. I was like, Ed is ignoring me. So next Wednesday, and I'll be on next Tuesday. I'm probably going to do some WPF, or Uno. I haven't decided yet. Aztec, hey. He said, hey, VR peeps, good to see you. And then Fuel said that expression trees are advanced. Well, I wouldn't know because I've never heard of them. So I was just saying they were basics. I don't know.
We're going to blow your mind.
Armando said, I have a question. I could be... I could have textures or devices as examples, physical assets like machinery to operate virtually. What? Could I? I know. I'm a little confused by the question. Hang on. If I could have textures or devices like physical assets, I'm so confused by that question. Can you reword it for me, Armando?
Yeah, I think there's a couple thoughts maybe in there. So here's your textures. We got like puffy. Boop.
Did you just call us puffy? That's so rude, Ed.
They're kind of hard to see on gray, huh? Maybe I should make it.
Yeah, make it like color. I can't see anything. Maybe like zoom, like make the ball really, really big, so that maybe the texture just shows up for.
It is really big. It's huge.
Oh well, I mean, you are also huge, so that doesn't really help the situation.
Massive, man. Got it on large too. The scaling seems off right now for some reason.
Aztec said, I saw a world the other day that had a koi pond. Yeah, you need to send us the link. I'm a little worried though. Like, I don't know if I should see the link before or after I attempt to make a koi pond, because it might be very demoralizing to see someone else pull water off so well.
Try going down to our level.
Yeah.
Have some scale.
Yeah.
So, like, I have these. Let's borrow one of these. Plop it over here. You can see the texture painted on it there. So we will.
Do the textures have names, or are they just?
Yeah, they do.
I love that show, Fuel. He said, don't fall into the koi pond like Michael Scott. So funny. So good. I don't think I finished it, actually.
Which show is this?
Office? Michael Scott.
Oh.
What's it called? But like, so is it still coming out? It's not still coming out.
I never really got into The Office. I don't know why. It just wasn't that good for me. It should have been. I don't know. It's my type of humor, but it never connected with me for some reason.
That kind of humor, like, I can't watch it with anybody but my husband, because I will actually be like just snorting with like laughter. Like, it just gets me so good. Like, it's embarrassing how much I enjoy that kind of humor. Right now, we're working our way through the 9-9. We watched it a while ago, but then we never finished it. So we did a reboot. We restarted it, and I think are we on the last season? Oh no. Turtle's face means we're on the last season. The 9-9 is very similar to The Office with its type of humor. I love it.
See, I loved Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec was hilarious.
I'm on Team Dwangela.
So
Parks and Rec's the same. You're right. Yeah. I wonder if they have like the same type of directors. Okay. Yeah. So you said they don't have labels?
Yeah, they do. Puffy,
puffy,
sandy,
sharp angles.
So this one is angles here. And then you can also control like the scale of them. So that's small.
Okay.
Large. It will scale it up. There we go. So that one's, it's almost so large it doesn't fit the shape. So go back down here to medium. Yeah, small fit better on this one. I don't know if it's because I was putting them on a sphere earlier that it was hard to see or what. There's like this coral, looks kind of like brainy. There we go. That one looks better large. So these give you at least some texture. You can also scale like this sheen that they have.
I have an announcement of rage to announce. Sorry, my husband just texted me. I told him this morning, I was like, hey, I really want to go see like a punk rock band in DC with our friends. I was like, and it'd be really great if Point North could be there. So make that happen. And he just texted me and he said last Thursday they were in DC. So I have to go throw something at my husband real quick. These textures are pretty dope. I'm liking them.
Yeah. So it makes things look a lot more detailed. I love it.
It is, but it kind of makes me nauseous with like the overwhelmingness of it. This is why I would stick to like gray, because there's so many colors. There's so many. I don't
go gray on me again.
I just have to tap out. It's too much. Like who can do like I see what you've done, and I think it's great, but also it's so overwhelming. What's the texture on the rocks? What's that one called?
One of them's I think a wood texture, but when you put it on
it works really well.
Good. And then there's like one of the sandy looking textures there. And I think that's about the two major ones I use. And then I use the puffy one for some trees.
Oh, I like that. Looks great. Did you do anything on the ground?
Speckled one for the ground.
Okay.
There's some of the coral ones for some bushes.
I like how you have to like get close to it.
Yeah.
For your hi, I see our numbers are going up. Welcome. This is VR Thursday. That's not really what we're calling this. What do we call it? VR into the next dimension. There we go.
Yeah.
With Ed and Alyssa. We're creating a game in Facebook Horizon, if you haven't been following our series. And Ed is updating me on the latest since we took a break on what has changed in the game. And right now he's showing us the textures that you can now add, because before it was just flat colors.
So I wanted to build the base for our temple. And the way I designed this was I wanted to make sure it didn't look like a square, because if you remember, it was very square before. So I put some shapes in here to kind of like round out the edges and make it look like more organic.
Can you show us our performance chart thingy? I'm curious where we're at for our assets. Are we worried? Are we fine?
I think we're doing good still.
Okay, because you can in the game you can go to your capacity. 30. Oh, did they change this view too? It looks a little different.
Yeah, they've updated a lot of this.
Look at that. That's cool. So essentially, when we hit 100%, our game doesn't load. Like what?
I think you can't add new shapes. You're gonna have to delete things or
okay,
move them around, but you can't add more. But we had kind of a block here, and I changed it into this nice rocky hill side.
I like how you just like took the temple, because that's what's floating off on the left, and you were just like, I don't need you. Yeah.
It's like, you need to move out of my way so I can work.
Oh, that's funny.
And then I also unleveled the terrain here too. So you can see it's kind of got like a nice gradient to it.
Well, so that's the thing I like about what you did, which I don't know if I could pull off. I need to try, is with the terrain. Like, yes, there's a hill going into another hill, but it doesn't, like, if you stand back, it doesn't look like it. Like, it doesn't look like two triangles butted up next to each other. So I don't know if if the textures are just helping or if it's just the way you angled it, but it looks pretty good.
The textures are helping. I did take a little bit of finessing to get those things
to get it not look right. Okay. Yeah. Where are our trees at? Oh, we have a tree farm behind you, right? I wanted you to show the trees.
Wait, where'd those are kind of lame.
I think they're below you.
Yeah. Trees. We have trees and a weird animation. Yeah, we got the bamboozes.
Fuel said you build a hot tub on Twitch.
Build a hot tub.
And then was asking if that was the hot tub. I think that's the spot for a koi pond, but
I have one in my office. I am not going to use it. It's not going to happen on Twitch. Sorry.
Oh, I was like, you have a koi pond in your office?
No, I have a hot tub in the next room. In my office bathroom.
I don't know if it counts as a hot tub. It's just a jacuzzi tub. Okay. Hot tubs are like separate from the wall, right? And they're like outside
separate
usually.
From the wall.
Yeah, you can't have it like built in.
Okay. I think jacuzzi is just like a brand name. So.
Oh my gosh, he's sassing me. You can't have a hot tub in your bathroom, right? I'm trademarking it. Not a thing.
The whirlpool tub. Whirlpool. All right, then we should build something here. I think we should start working on the temple some. Like the temple is kind of floating off here. It needs to go back
on the base.
Pedestal. Yeah, I need to see. I need to pop out of my game for a second. Y'all will still see it, but I need to look at our assets.
So, oh wow. Armando, so he clarified what he was saying earlier. He said, I want to create a motor, for example, so that I can see the operation of this simulated motor on the screen and be able to disassemble it and see its properties like temperature, something like virtual maintenance for training.
Yeah, I don't think Horizon's going to be the platform for you. You probably want something like Unity for that.
It sounds like it's going to need a lot of custom work. I mean, they keep adding things that you can do inside of Horizon, but it's I don't think it's there yet.
It's not precise enough for something like what you're suggesting. It's
Fuel said that he thinks there's several Steam games that do that.
Steam games that do that? That'd be interesting to see.
Realistic build your computer. That'd be that would be cool to see.
I will bring this up on screen.
Are you gonna put the temple back, or are you gonna rebuild that piece?
I'm going to put the temple back.
Okay.
As soon as I find my button for sharing here. This is really hard to do in VR. There we go. Share a screen.
Fuel said there's
Did that work?
Oh yeah, you told me to pull that up, you chump. I had it ready to go.
Oh, I'm sorry, you chump.
I didn't mean to call you a chump on stream. Sorry about that.
Yes, you did. You and your microaggressions, you and Sam, I swear.
What? Okay, please tell me. What is microaggression? What does that mean?
For another show. Let's not go there.
I don't know what that means. I don't even think that's a thing. I'm like Googling it right now. I don't think that's a real term.
Somebody threw that at us and went
Someone said that one of our team members was microaggressive or had microaggressions.
Sam towards me.
What the frick? I don't know what that even means.
We're on a live show. It's not. I mean, we've worked.
Fuel says that it's microaggression to ask what microaggression is.
Yeah, it is. Like we've known each other, worked together for years beyond what we've been at Progress. So it's like we're gonna have inside jokes, folks. Really. So this is the temple that we're gonna go for. I don't think we're gonna get quite as detailed because we'll break our world.
I love that budget. Temple though; it's perfect.
But this is where I kind of thought of the surrounding like edges.
Yeah,
I think I got a little bit maybe more detailed on that than I probably should have. It's pretty simple here. It's like a couple slopes up the side, and I'm just like rocks everywhere, and there's all kinds of cool stuff around. So
it's so beautiful.
Like, detail that out. The roof is going to be real tough. I think that one's going to be hard.
Just because of like the points that we couldn't get.
Yeah,
it took us so long to try to achieve that corner, like that tapered.
I think we're gonna have to kind of fudge it. It's not gonna look identical to that, but yeah, this this is the slope that we cannot get. Like that is not going to happen in Horizon. But
I mean, I think we could.
There we go. That's a much better picture.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
That's a much better picture. I like that.
Gosh, I just feel like I need to go to Japan. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that is cool.
Stunning.
I'd love to see that in person.
Mm-hmm. Do you have an idea for how we can fudge that angle?
Let's play around. Let's see.
I mean, there's got to be like a way of tricking the eye, right? Like it doesn't have to be, because if anyone can do it, you've taught me that like you don't need to be literal, I guess, with your shapes. Like
we could probably,
which is a really
triangles.
If
maybe
you're new to like design and like building things at all, it's kind of like it breaks your brain a little bit, because Ed was like, oh, you literally built that out when we were like comparing what we each built, and he kind of showed me how you can like fake texture or fake things, like, and so I'd really like to see if we can achieve that roof line, because I think it's very iconic and would make or break our temple.
Okay, so let me go back to my sharing here and switch up again, and then you have the same thing I'm looking at in case we need to switch screens again, so I don't have to go through this all again.
True dat home slice. Ed, is there a hotkey on a PC like Command Q which quits applications, or no?
Yes, Control F4.
Oh my gosh, nobody's hand is that big. That's a two-hander right there.
Actually, I think it might be Alt F4. Control F4 is like close a window, a tab, I think. Alt F4 is quit the app. So be very careful. You hit it too many times, it will quit Windows.
Oh, what? What are these tips you're giving me? Alt F4 will quit your Windows. Like so Windows, like quit your machine, like shut down?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Alt F4, if no windows are open, it will shut the machine down. So, funny story, old man story. You ready for an old man story? We haven't had an old man story in a while. I was in computer class in high school, and back then, like, Windows wasn't a thing yet. It was, like, all command prompt.
Okay.
And the teacher was like, he'd make us come up to the front and, like, on the projector, like, do things on the computer. And the kid, like, typed a couple lines of code, and he goes, okay, save it. And the kid looks back at me. He's like, I don't know how to save. He's like whispering to me, like trying to cheat. And I was like, Control Alt Delete.
Oh my God, you're such a bad person. You're such a bad person.
The screen like just go completely black.
Oh my God, Ed. Oh my goodness.
Computer reboots and everybody's dying laughing except for the kid that was trying to see
that just lost everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oops. I
still do not feel bad. Do not cheat off your smarter classes. Learn for yourself.
He just wanted to save his progress, you monster.
It was a test. It was a test.
Oh, okay.
It was like test. Do it in front of the room, though. I mean, what kind of teacher is that? That's
I know. I'm not.
Maybe that's how I ended up in DevRel. I could handle it, Like I'm presenting in front of the class right now. Let's see. Alyssa wants to see if we can get these angles right. So what I'm thinking is we might need some, like, we need those peaks somehow. So we've got like a couple of these doohickeys here, right? Sound convinced?
I just don't see how we're gonna do
impressed.
It. I'm not. I can't with my eyes. I don't. Okay.
So maybe we need some peaks.
It looks like a house to me.
You're not being supportive.
I don't know. Make it better.
Make it better.
Do better.
I wonder if, so I could picture Alyssa like in the background screaming at Bob Ross, like, make it better. It's like, I just want to make happy trees.
Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob. Use many and stack the slope. What? You want like a stair-step triangle effect going on here?
It makes it so hard, like, to manipulate triangles because it wants to do it on the faces. So these are the faces, and it wants to, like, you can't lift this way. This is gonna be hard. Okay, so what stop it. All right, what I could possibly do, let's try a square on top of it. I don't know if that's gonna work because the angles where it joins to might be difficult. Who knows? Let's try this though. If I squash that.
They're worried about you because they say I sound like a project manager. One of their project managers just says, I don't know, make it better. And now they're worried that you're working under too much pressure. So
microaggressing me.
I'm microaggressing you.
We're gonna get Betty mad by saying that over and over again. I know.
I don't think it's a real term, so I don't think you can make people mad with fake terms.
You're mocking our terminologies.
Okay.
So
I just had an idea. Okay, I have an idea.
I had an idea.
Yeah, I have an idea. See your things that you made on the trellis things on the walkway? Yep, with the blue and the red.
Mm-hmm.
If you took that top piece right there and flipped it upside down, the blue and the red top piece, those two planks of timber, if you flipped, like, see those two, and you just like flipped it upside down and then like made it like wider, would that look?
So the way I did that was pretty darn simple. What I did is I took a square and attached an angle to it, like this. Oh, come on.
I'm like, did you attach an angle to it?
It won't select. Oh, I've never had it do this. I can't select things. All right, now it's gonna. There it goes. That was weird. It wouldn't select things. So I did that. And let's look at the reference again. How is this going to help me? How is this going to help me? So I need like a triangle, I think. The more I look at these, the more I see. Like, I think the curviness of that is what's going to stop us. I don't know if that's going to be what I want. I think I might be on the right track with this. So I was kind of templating off of this triangle and trying to make like an eve here. If I take this around.
Better than I would do, Fuel.
Drop this here. And then I need to take one side up. There we go. And then if I pull this out, there is at least that type of an angle, right?
You just made a triangle. What am I looking at? I'm sorry. You just made a triangle.
Okay. Let's see. Let me group this real quick.
What? I is confused.
So let's look at, we can't do a side by side with this, can we? I can't do like a window in a window view.
I'm wondering if an oval is the answer.
So can we go back to
a half an oval?
Can't go back to the reference that easily. Better triangle than I could have. Let's try this. Okay, so I made one of these peaks is what I did, right? So that's where I'm at. That's how simple I've gone so far.
Okay, now try to put an oval on the corner of it.
An oval on the corner of it?
Just like a half oval.
Why? What's an oval gonna do?
Hang on, let me share my screen. Okay. I will show you. Hang on, real quick. You share everything. Do it. Just do it. Just do it. Okay, so if we go down to, there was one of them, this one on the corner right here. You've got like this this bit, which kind of could be if we took like half of an oval and like see how it's like it arcs upward like a little sombrero.
Okay.
You don't think that would work? Okay,
you have a VR headset too.
You want me to get my headset on and do the oval idea?
You'd like to try your version of this roof, and I can do my version of this roof.
That is Ed saying your oval is never going to look good, Alyssa.
You're more than welcome. More than welcome to try. Suggestion. As I personally just don't. I'm not seeing it.
Aztec's really pushing the staggered rectangle, decreasing angles, stitched together view. I don't know, man. I feel like it would just look like nachos stacked together. Like, but maybe he doesn't like my oval idea.
So I'm gonna take this.
What is that? What movie is that from? What was it? Corbob said 7 perpendicular red lines in green ink to look like a cat. Is that The Office? Where is that from? I don't know. You're gonna have to help me out, Corbob. I know that I've heard that before.
See, we have this awning thing now. Let's go ahead and group that one, and then we can move this guy around. Oh no, it ungrouped. Hit the wrong button. Group. There we go. So, keeps one angle. So that is starting to come together. The hard part is going to be the other side of it. So if we go down like that, and then we'll dupe this. And these things are just kind of rough estimates so far. It may not be to scale. These things are going to have to be adjusted properly. With the wrong object. Like that. And then grab another one of these blocks and plunk that on top. Like that. Are we getting to at least the face of that building the way it looks in the drawing? Am I getting closer? You can compare easier than
I'm so confused. Hang on. We're looking at I'm looking for the right. That's not it. That's not it. Because you said that latest one. Okay, yes, I see now.
I think I need some more white pieces in there. Yeah, I need more white pieces, I think. So let's go back. Let's undo some of that. What I don't want to do is keep all these dupes. Okay, so we have kind of.
Fuel, you were actually suggesting a real thing. Okay, cool. Because what you were saying sounded like utter gibberish to me. And I was like, hey, that guy's gibbering. I guess Fuel was actually suggesting a real thing with parabolas. And then Aztec said you can't do subs in this tool set. And now Fuel is upset about that.
You can only use these descriptors. You cannot do any kind of splines or any kind of vertex editing or any of the niceties that you get from a real 3D editor. Let's duplicate that. And then shrink it.
Oh, yeah. Now you're going for I think, was that Aztec's idea? The nacho idea.
Nachos?
This is nacho idea. Yeah. That was what was suggested.
It's my idea. It's not Joe's idea. Did I get that right?
Oh god, this is funny. This is funny. No, Fuel, I just like, living in this developer industry, I've learned to like anytime I just like don't understand something someone's saying, I just either assume they're either way smarter than me or they're just making that crap up. So
both.
I'm like, yeah, sure. That sounds great. I'm gonna go Google all those words you just said. No, I love what you're doing with this layering effect. And also, I don't know if you can see your Muse, but I think if you added those beams, that also might help. Like right under the white. Yeah, there's beams underneath the white part.
Yeah. Yes, I know what you're talking about now.
Hi, I see our numbers are yet again going up. I know I have a bit of a delay. If you're just now joining us, this is
more people's
VR stream where Ed and I come on every Thursday and build out this video game that we are trying to create in Horizon, which is the platform that we're building it on.
You're saying like add some image like that?
I think it's roughly. Hang on, let me see. It's below the white, although maybe you don't care. It's below the white.
I haven't got that far yet.
And it's a bit fatter than that, like a chubbier beam. Cool. It needs to be heftier to support all that weight.
I think what I need to visualize this right is to get the last layer in here.
Fuel beans are just like, yeah, I'm saying beam with an M, but Fuel is saying beans. Now he's hungry. That's weird because I don't think anyone's ever said the word beans. And I was like,
beans?
Beans. No. It's like, what's her name? Off of, she's purple and she looks like a cloud and she likes beans. On Adventure Time, Princess.
Oh, on Adventure. Thank you for clarifying on Adventure Time. I thought you were high.
LSP.
What are you talking about?
You kind of have to be to watch that show, but I love it. Oh, I love that show. LSP and her beans.
Something new about you every day, Alyssa.
Oh God! All right, come on. Nobody in chat knows about Adventure Time. Nobody.
Oh crap!
You don't get my 9/9 references. Now you all don't watch children's cartoons. What next?
I watch adult cartoons.
You do. I was gonna say you cannot get out of the cartoon bucket, Ed.
I love Archer is like one of my favorite.
Oh, Core Bob, I so got you.
There's a new cartoon on Netflix called Chicago Party Mom that is hilarious. It sounds so lame, but it is really funny. Oh,
all right. I'm gonna take over the screen sharing real quick, just because apparently chat does not know. How do I make you real big? I want you to be real big. So Adventure Time is this really sick. I don't want all of this. Okay, I'm like dangerous territory, just randomly going to random sites. This really sick show, and this is LSP. She's like this purple cloud princess, and she really likes beans. I don't really know why. I'm going to open link in a new tab. Nope. Copy link address. My PC, so forgive my not that link address. I just want the image. Copy image address. Thank you. And she talks like that too. And then
one of my favorites was what is it called now? I'm gonna totally forget. The one where it's on Disney, they're in the woods. They're like at a campground or whatever. What's that one called?
Oh, hang on. It's a campground and it's a what?
Yeah, there's Dipper and Mabel.
Okay. All right. I'm going back. I'm letting you share Dipper and Mabel. All right.
I feel stupid for not remembering what that's called.
Check your Twitter. Somebody wants me to check my Twitter. I will check my Twitter. I'm checking my Twitter. Massive amounts of checking. Oh my God. Yes. Someone just hang on, I'm retweeting it. Is this the nacho idea? I think this is his nacho idea.
I can't pick stuff up again.
Aztec just tweeted this to me. Am I showing it? There we go. Okay.
There we go.
So okay. I think I get it. Oh my God, I think I totally get it. Although I don't think those are triangles. Were you saying rectangles the whole time and I was reading triangles and then imagining nachos and everything just went south? Ed, can you see my screen?
Are you doing food references again? Somebody feed this girl.
Ed, look at my camera. Can't breathe.
Okay.
Are you looking at the camera?
The problem with that is you can't manipulate. Yes, you cannot manipulate the corner vertices of those squares.
I don't know what you're saying, but I don't think you need to. If you just use the rectangle and then you slowly angle it, it would make a right. Can't you?
I will
Show
show.
me.
In the game, I will show you. Because I know what you're talking about. Oops, is that a round
rectangle? Yeah, rectangles. Oh my god, I totally understand. I totally understand now. Thank you for that drawing. It was brilliant.
So
I like retweeted it, and like if people are like with no context, they're like, "What the fuck?"
If I take this and you can somewhat do this, but it gets clunky really fast. So
don't clunk us. We want to see it.
This.
Oh my god, that's perfect. Look, we've already achieved a slope.
Try to angle it. You've got a gap now, right?
But who cares about the gap? Who cares? I don't personally care about the gap.
About the gap?
No, Ed, it's perfect. Flip it upside down and slap it on the roof. It's done. Aztec's a genius. Yes! Oh my god! We have achieved perfection. Now make them skinnier rectangles and do more of them.
Okay.
I think seriously, that's gonna look so good. The gap is terrible. Oh my god, Corbob. Way to be
you can overlap them, but notice you do get this weird sheen. Do you see it?
Yeah, but here's what we do. We stagger them outwards just a little bit. So it's kind of like coming, in one direction. So you don't get that vibrating.
Okay, no clue.
Oh my god, are you rapping now, Aztec? Break it down,
right,
son.
So we can use possibly something like that. The problem is going to be on the corners. Let's move on this for a minute, and then we'll get to the roof line in a second. We're almost there. So we've got a block, a wedge. We want the wedge to go. So wedge go in. Oh my gosh!
Let me pull up my muse. Yeah.
It won't select anymore. When shapes start to overlap, they get really hard to select. So it needs to be a tad bit wider.
I'm gonna pull it up on my phone so I can just show it on my camera. I have hacked the internet. Okay. This one, and we're gonna go to paper. I use Dropbox paper for like.
Okay. So I should be able to see now. I go. It's weird. I'm hitting like virtual buttons that you all cannot see. So hold up the picture.
I am signing into. Actually, I'll just copy it. I don't think I need to be signed in. 1 second. Quit it. I don't want to sign in anymore. Stop it. Oh my god.
They're not symmetric in that. That's so odd to me. Okay,
what's odd?
The beam
What's not symmetric?
Extend. In the photo, the beams are not symmetrical. They're in different places. I would expect them to be together. So this goes in more. Like so. Oh, come on. Like that. And then the one on the other side, they're like, one's actually small and the other one's bigger. It's so weird. Do you notice that?
Are you talking about on the beams on the real picture?
Yeah. So
don't you think it's just the angle? There's no way architecturally they'd be different sizes. That's ridiculous.
They are different sizes. Look at it again. Look at it again. Gonna draw.
I refuse to acknowledge such ridiculousnesses. Okay.
I know. I'm like, this is making my head hurt.
Okay, I am. Oh my gosh! Yes, Dropbox.
Too.
Yes, it's me, Dropbox. All right, I'm pulling this up. That one picture.
They're not embedded like that either. They're more offset, I think.
Okay. So here is the picture that Ed is referencing. And let me show it. I'm going to zoom into the roof line. And I don't want to leave a comment. Thanks, Dropbox, but no thanks. Oh, for heaven's sake.
Like me zooming into this exercise. Like, I can't look at yours and mine at the same time.
I'm just showing the audience so that they see what roof line you're trying to create here. And he's saying that he thinks the beams are different sizes. I don't know. I guess I really think it's the angle, but maybe not.
No way, man. Those two beams are totally different sizes, if you ask me. This part is like, it doesn't have to be exact. I mean, it could even be different. Those are just references. We're not trying to clone this exactly, but I see. So I'm looking at it in more detail. I can see it bigger on my screen here. So the top is completely covered, but the bottom is not. So that would help. So these need to come over a little bit, I think, and up. Not so much. Thanks for all the help, Game Engine. Like connecting things where I don't ask it to.
Do you still have like snapping on?
Yeah, I just had to remove snapping.
Yeah.
So
see, this is like a very good like personality test. Like when you build, do you build with snapping to a grid on or off? Because Ed usually always has it on and I get enraged when it's enabled. So it's just like our personality types. Ed's like, it has to be symmetrical. And I'm like, oh, who wants that?
So that is more like.
Are you actually making one bigger than the other?
Yeah, even though like I realized the photos like that. That's why I started doing it, but
I just can't. Oh, it's gonna you just make them the same.
I just can't keep them.
Cracking me up.
Like this. There we go. So that's closer, right?
Yeah. So you've got this insert
further down the roof line, aren't they?
You've got this insert, like this middle inner triangle that only exists on the middle roof, not the two outer rooflets. I didn't know if you were planning on.
Oh, it's being so annoying on how I select these.
Oh no. I wonder if it's like StreamYard or
what's wrong.
Fuel said the stream is stuttering. I don't know if we're still live or not. Oh, you gotta love it. Gotta love it. I can check on Twitch and see if I just got the notification. We're having trouble streaming to Twitch. So if you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, we're probably still live. I don't know what's going on with Twitch though. I mean, I know that there's been a lot of Facebook related issues recently.
Well, if it was Facebook, I would not be playing this game right now. I think these line up to the peaks, don't they?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, they do. See, this is how I knew there were different sizes, because if you look, one side of the beam. Here, let me see if I can.
Who would architect it that way, Ed? That doesn't make any sense.
Architect?
Who would make such a decision?
Who would architect a building that way? An architect?
No. Okay. False.
You can't see where I'm pointing, I don't think.
I can see your little mouse. Yeah.
Oh,
we can see your mouse.
See how this beam is even with the edge of that eave right there? And then this one is not.
Oh my god, it's not.
They're different sizes. This one's up like a foot higher than the other one.
I don't think you can tell. Oh my gosh. I don't think you can, even if it was like the angle, it wouldn't be off by that much. I don't think.
Like there's a wall here. And this
so
is probably
was this
building?
Was this building just kind of like eyeballed?
You know what I think it is?
Oh my god!
You'd have to see the insides of this building. There's something like a supporting beam here, but these are like walls, so they don't need the beam to support the, they have a wall here.
I'm horrified that you just pointed that out. Yeah, Core Bob says it's because of the overhang, but I think like even can't you just like account for the overhang and still make them line up? Like,
yeah, I was just pointing out that that's the way I saw it in the photo.
I know. Yeah, that Fuel. I'm the same way. Ed does this. Fuel said that you ruined this picture for him. Burn that castle down.
Burn it down.
Go up to the earlier reference, and I want to see if they're all like that, because that would break my little heart if they're all.
I just think it's that particular building.
You think so? Okay, that would be. Oh, that would be so not good. I'm looking at the two that are higher up, and they look. Yeah, you go higher up. It's like almost the top of the document. So almost there, that one. So I think that one's.
Yeah, those are more symmetric.
Yeah, I think that one's more.
We've also got like some sketches that might be easier to follow too. Like this one down here. That one. It's the same idea. These corners are not going to look great though, I tell you. That looks pretty legit. I think I've seen that somewhere. I think we mastered that, didn't we? Check that out.
No, you absolutely mastered that. We found the name of them,
and you're questioning me on the roof line of this building.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't even be here for this part of the process. I should just see the end result and be like, it's perfect. Yeah, I'm just horrified that those don't line up. But yeah, Core Bob was saying that it's probably something on the inside as to the reason. That's the reason, but
symmetry and structural like integrity are two completely different things. So I'm sure there's one is more important than the other.
I can't believe though that you saw that. I would have just kept chugging along with my life, never knowing that those didn't line up.
Probably feel sorry for Sherry, my wife, and all the things that she.
Because you point those, yeah.
Like she's not allowed to hang pictures in the home because they won't be straight. They will not be straight.
Oh, I don't even try. I just like hang things up however I please, and I eyeball everything, like the spacing. And then if
don't do that.
If it's bad, Zach will come behind me and fix it. But sometimes he lets me get away with it. Like I really try to go for the abstract, like you look at it and you're like, yeah, that's meant to be askew, right? Like that's
not in my house. Sorry, not in our house. In our.
No, it's looking good. I still really think that we could use Aztec's tapering idea to achieve perfect swoopiness.
I mean, I have one here. We can
That's perfect.
Bring it in and see.
Just slap it on. Just like stick it right there, and turn it gray and make it smaller. Oh dear God, it's so big. I'm getting very, very much taco hat vibes. Have you guys ever worn a taco hat? Like those sombreros that are made out of taco and you can eat them?
What? Is this some kind of fever dream you had? Ooh, yeah, there it is. Totally nailed it.
I swear it's a real thing.
So we could try this in a minute. Let's see if we can get that. So let's see here. We've got.
Ed, did you ever go into like architecture or anything like that?
I had drafting classes. But I fell asleep in most of them, to be honest. It was high school. So our high school, our first class started at 6 a.m.
Oh, good Lord. Why?
The class started at 6 a.m.
That's ridiculous, because that's when like swim practice starts before class starts. Like, because you have to be there like 2 or 3 hours before school starts to get your swim in. So like, why would your school do that? Like,
because it was overcrowded. And Florida's Florida.
Right.
And rather than spend money on the children.
I don't know, man. Everybody knocks on Florida, but like if you think Florida high schools were bad, You need to try an Oklahoma high school.
I don't know if it can get worse.
Because we would talk to our friends who went to Florida high schools, and they would tell us about like all these different like classes and curriculum that was offered, and we were like, wow, you had so much.
Yeah, I don't think it depends on what county probably you lived in, I guess.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Corbob. I am a night owl myself. I'm still like waking up drinking coffee right now. And Ed's already had like a full buffet breakfast. Monster. Yeah. What'd you have this morning?
Healthy oat pancakes and half a banana. And
will you send me that recipe?
I
want to try.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
The oat pancake recipe?
It's pretty awesome. It's about as healthy as a pancake you're gonna get without it being disgusting.
Yeah, see, I have that problem. I go like all the way on health recipes, and then they're like inedible. So I need to find a middle ground. Corbob, what the heck? I thought you were vibing with me, and now I don't even know you. Who are you?
So, what I found is I do a half, like Bisquick to start it, and then I do the other half, oat flour.
Okay.
And then I add some.
I didn't even know you could use Bisquick to make pancakes. They were just like for like biscuits.
That's literally like what you do with Bisquick.
No, you use it for biscuits. Bisquick biscuit. Bisquick biscuit. Like it's like in the name.
Don't sass me, young lady. All right. So this, I want to go back. Come on.
You're living that early morning life. Respect. My baby, he wakes up, he's 2, and he normally wakes up sometime between 8 and 9:30 a.m. He really likes sleep. And so I will get him off to daycare whenever he wakes up. We'll give him I pride myself. Usually I can get him like out of bed and in the car within 25 minutes, like brushing teeth and getting dressed. And yeah, my husband says it's witchcraft, but but that is the earliest that I usually have to do.
Babies are hard. Babies are hard. I know I've had them, 3 of them, 4 of them. See, I lost count. That's how many I've had.
Wait, okay, seriously, Ed, how many kids do you have? You can't not fudge the numbers here. How many?
4.
4. All right, we're going with 4. Watch your 5th one call you up. What the heck?
Again, Dad? Again? Really? Seriously?
I exist. Why is it so dark? Oh, is it because of the mode you're in?
Yeah, they get mad because I like get their birthdays mixed up. Like I know like when they're happening. Like this month on the 17th is one of their birthdays, right? I know that for a fact, right? That's not a problem. But if I go to like the pharmacist and they're like, "And what's her birth date?" I'm like, like, why am I being quizzed right now?
Well, my husband and I have already gotten our birthdays mixed up one year. We were like, wait, that's not my birthday. That's your birthday. So I can't be responsible for anyone else's birthday if I can't remember my own. Oh, okay. I'm checking Aztec. He said he tweeted me.
Since the dates, like I transpose numbers really bad. So I'm trying to remember a set of 4 different dates, and they get so messed up.
This is what Aztec tweeted me. Shake and pour Bisquick. Honestly, I kind of like the idea, because it's all self-contained and then you can like pour it out as you need it. But it's too complicated. Like my husband's side of the family likes really thin, almost crepe like pancakes. And my side of the family is unhappy if it's not like, the fattest, chubbiest, fluffiest pancake ever. And so I end up, if I ever make pancakes, I usually have to make 2 different batters and it's like a whole ordeal. And I crack out the big griddle like it's a thing. So it would be a nice dream world to live in, to have this one container of shake and pour pancake mix. Core Bob says, I have to buy my wife a gift every 6 months because she's planned our anniversary and her birthday exactly 6 months apart. Oh my God, she planned it. That's wonderful. God bless her for that. Ours are like our anniversary, Christmas, and both our birthdays within like 3 months. So we did no such planning. We honestly just end up skipping things though. We're like most of the time we don't do Christmas gifts, or we always agree to not, and then he does. He's a stinker.
Yeah, I've fallen for that just once. Never again. It's like, we're not buying each other gifts, and then gifts show up, and
gifts show up. You're like, shut up!
It's like, you liar!
You did.
You? How dare you?
What are you all working on today in chat? Tell me what you're working on. I have to get my Blazor application up on GitHub. I need to do some planning for some upcoming streams I have. And really have like a mile high list. I always have these like really ambitious to-do lists of like, yeah, Alyssa's going to do this today. And then it just never happens. So I don't actually know what's going to end up getting done today, but tell me what you're working on today. What languages, what code, maybe not code. Maybe you're not a programmer.
We need to get you familiarized with expression trees. It's going to be exciting.
I know. I can't wait. It sounds fun. Maybe I shouldn't be excited. Core Bob says he's bashing his head against circular dependencies. I don't know if Fuel's being sarcastic. He says he's writing expression trees. Core Bob, circular dependencies. This depends on that. That depends on this. Like that kind of thing. What's the problem? Can't we just let them be? Can't you just let them live their lives in their circular way?
So I can't get this thing. I was gonna try to squish this down a little bit because it's
to change the angle or what?
Yeah. Because these are kind of like really strong right angles. And if you look at the picture, they're kind of more like slopey.
They are for sure. Can you squish it?
I can't squash this flat because if you look,
does it just shrink everything?
The bounding box is like, see, it's like a diamond.
Yeah. So you're trying to change the bounding box so it's not a diamond?
Yeah, exactly.
By grouping in an additional shape?
Yeah. So I'm going to throw a square around it. And bring this down and up to the top of the roof. Actually, you could probably just go even with the roof line, and then we'll drag it back here. And if
you really think that's going to fix it? You just drew the exact same shape that everything makes already, right?
Don't sass me.
I don't have any sass. There's no sass.
Try to make this where's the thing? Visible. Not visible. Kill it. And then if we grab all the things and group it, there's our bounding box. Like, yay, it's on top now.
Whoa, you did it.
You try to tell me it's the same thing.
It looks the same. You just drew a square around the exact shape that's already there. Why would it change the bounding box?
Because of the faces.
The
faces of this object. See the big square?
Why does that matter? Yeah, I see it.
This is called a face. This is a face. These are the faces. So the tools are attached to the faces of the object. Here I've drawn a face on the top. And now the tool's on the top of the face.
So it's not actually about changing, because like whenever you click on the left object, that diamond shape that it made, it's not actually about changing the diamond shape. It's about giving you a face to select on the top. Okay, I'm with you. I gotcha.
Yeah. So these are the major faces, and it groups them together, and it's like, okay, this is your points to manipulate it. So when I drew another box square around it gave it yet another face, and I made it invisible just so I don't have to see it right now. But I do want to take that shape out when I'm done. So there. So now I've got two different pitches to those roofs. And where am I facing? There we go. Back to... I always feel weird when I'm talking to everybody, like I'm facing some totally different direction. So now we've got some little roof peaks that we can... here, I'm going to keep copies of these so I don't... If I need to go back and like fix them, I can. So that looks pretty tight. And I can make them bigger now too. Like there's like one that has one in the middle that's bigger, like kind of like that or something. And then there's stuff around, and then there's other peaks. So we're getting somewhere. Yeah, I just fell through the roof or the
I like it.
We're getting somewhere.
You think we're gonna stick with the white gray?
We don't have to, so I'm not sure yet. Let's just keep it this way for now.
No, I like it. I mean, I personally am a fan of the color scheme, but
of course you are. Your favorite colors.
They are my
favorite non-color colors.
They are my favorite colors. Oh god.
It's your favorite, not really a color. Very cool though. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What else can we do? I don't know what time it is.
We have been on for an hour and 11 minutes.
Alrighty.
I'm trying to figure out what time it is as well. 11:40 my time, which is 12:40 your time.
I feel like the show has peaked.
Mm-hmm.
Get it?
That was funny.
I went there.
That was funny.
I'm full of dad jokes. So like
I'm so glad I'm gonna get to see you in person soon because
so
I have a gift for you in relation to the dad jokes. It's exciting. I can't wait.
My wife. Oh my god. I want to try something here in just 1 second. I think I see how this might work now. This sloped roof. So we were having a discussion, a friendly discussion, not an argument, friendly discussion. And
that's real convincing.
It wasn't like we're not like yelling. It was like something silly. We were just like going back and forth on. So I was like, I'm gonna get some revenge and tell a dad joke because dad jokes are fun. They annoy people. So she's like, she's talking about her fish tank, and she's like, yeah, I've got these. I bought fish, and there's oh, I don't like that it did that. Look at that, the way it stretched. I have to like ungroup it again to stretch it the other direction now. So she's like, I bought these fish and there were snails in the fish bags or whatever. And now they're like replicating all over the tank. I've got like this big snail problem.
Oh my god, that's not... I thought you meant like fish to eat.
No, in the fish tank.
And I was like, there's snails in your fish. Okay, I'm with you. Fish tank. Snails.
So I look and there's like all these little baby snails everywhere. I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, they really are taking over. She's like, I've been online searching on how to get rid of them and yada yada. I'm like, yeah, you need to get them out of there. They're gonna start fighting soon. She's like, really? I was like, yeah, it'll be a real slugfest.
Was she so mad at you?
She's like, I don't even have a response for that.
Get a clown loach. That'll teach him. Yeah, I was thinking like that there's got to be something that's going to eat those up. Fish are friends, not food.
Slugfest. That's a pretty good one.
That was hilarious. How'd you end up getting rid of them? What'd you do?
Oh, they're still there. They're still there.
They're still a problem. It's a really big issue.
Oh, I can't get this right. I have to like ungroup every one of these to get them to stretch properly. This is annoying. You know what I mean? When I pull this to stretch, it creates like more depth here than I want. So I'm gonna have to like do these all like independently.
Oh.
That didn't line up where it said it was supposed to. There it goes.
You gotta get yourself a clown loach, apparently. I'm Googling what that even is.
Sounds like our extremely badass rap name.
Yes.
Doesn't
I want
it?
you to get. I mean, yeah. I'm looking at the fish now.
Loach. Gangster.
I'm now looking at the fish. So when imagining a rapper taking that name, less cool, but
I can't get this working right. I'm going to do this a different way. I don't need all of the underlying guts of this.
Can you just like... Oh, you're just gonna have like the roofy part.
Yeah.
The roofy bits.
No. Oh my gosh, this is annoying. This tool is a blessing and a curse, really. I want the top. And I want to extend the top to the end. Why does it keep throwing it over there? The snapping is broken. Like, see it snapping? It's snapping with extra steps. Like, why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Seriously. If I snap it, it's still not right. It's supposed to snap, and it's like going over the snap point. Snap. It refuses to snap like on the corner. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna punch this thing if I could. I'd virtually smack it around. Let's clone it.
And just like put it on the other end? Does it need to stick out on the edge that you're currently standing on though?
I have no idea. I just wanted to line this up. I want to try something. So put this here, and then I need to fill that gap in. That's gonna be where I was trying to like get the roof. I just ungrouped it. Darn it! What piece is that? What properties. Zoom in. I want just the roof. And then remove that there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it work?
It's close enough. I want that to happen. Now, what if I take this and I dupe this? Actually, let's dupe it with this tool. All right. And then if I pull it. Nope, I got the wrong one.
Oh, how many are in there?
That is a problem, I think.
What's a problem?
Let's try scooching it down a bit. There we go. It's close. So the thing is, I can't get this corner to match up perfectly. Okay, because if I do, it's going to cut through the center of this.
What if we don't do like the same design on each side? So like, what if like two of the faces, two ends of the hot dog bun have a design, and then you rotate and have different designs, and that way we can kind of account for this overlap. You think?
Maybe. So what I was trying to do is get that corner slope in there. But you see, like, watch if I can get the right shape. Hang on. Lock that one down, maybe. And then, yeah, now I can really move this. So if I align the corners of these two up, I get the right edge here. But this sticks through here.
Right.
And there's no way I can trim that out. So I'm wondering if there's maybe a triangular shape that would fit in there.
Oh,
If I were
I see.
to ungroup this.
Frank said if there's some sort of snap grid, it might line up if the snap grid is removed or made finer.
Thing. It's lining up, but the shape cuts through the other one, and
there is, Frank. He said he didn't know about that, like our tooling and what it offers. There is a grid, and you can control like the units of it. Yeah, there it is. Ed's showing it.
Ungroup again. There we go. There. So if I take this off, this is the problematic side of the roof.
And then you essentially want to make two triangles that fudge it. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So if
that should totally work. You should absolutely be able to put two triangles right there, right?
Triangles are a pain to manipulate in this. So if we get one, and I squish it flat-ish.
How do you get to the rotate thing again? Oh, you just do it with your hand. Okay. You just rotate.
There is a rotate tool too.
Oh, it's on the blue one. Okay. Fuel is agreeing with you that triangles suck. I think
they should be
nice.
perfect,
nice
but in this,
shapes, right?
They didn't quite do triangles right in this.
Have a great day, Aztec. Have a magnificent day. Like when it pops like that.
So here's the thing, like extending this out is the hard part. So it's going to like mess up big time.
Is it?
Oops. I'm gonna drag
this. Whoa.
And then I gotta drag this. Like that. See how it like skews it every time I drag it?
Yeah.
That was lined up, now it's not. And now it's shooting over the top.
Over the top, right? But I think
pretty close though.
I was gonna say I think that's better than what it was doing.
Yeah.
Like if we have like a top overlap up there, I think that's still better than, and it might not even be seen because we are gonna have layers, right? So
yeah. Yeah.
So actually you don't even need, do you even need to build out the other triangle? Like if we do layer, or will it be seen?
Probably not. Okay. So if I grabbed, for example, another layer here, and some of these things probably need to be adjusted. So if that was over the
perfect,
top of it, right?
Can you turn it gray real quick? The roof piece.
No, I'm gonna make you suffer.
It's white, Ed. It's white. It needs to be gray.
I'm gonna make you stare at that off-colored roof piece forever.
I know. It's just like you. That's just like you.
Wow. People laugh.
Turtle, I want chicken salad today. I told him. No. I think this looks like, I think it's turned out really well.
It's getting there.
Your floating rectangles just gave me an idea. I really want to have these like anime chubby clouds in the sky. Yeah, no, it's not needed.
Something's off with that.
Hang on, let me pull up the reference picture.
They have different heights. They seem like they're at different heights. They are at different heights.
They are.
How did that happen?
Did you? No. Maybe they're not at different heights. Maybe it's just your triangle, like that piece, that extra piece that you just added. Can you like prove that they're actually different
thick or something?
Heights? I don't know. Like, is its chubbiness the same as the other roof pieces' chubbiness? Oh my god.
They are not the same thickness, I don't think, but I don't think that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how did they get
the same.
Off? How'd they get off then?
Rotate
I just got dizzy. Back. Whoa. Would not recommend tilting your head.
Those are supposed to be the same. Okay. Yeah, it's still off like height-wise. One of these is lower or taller than the other.
You just need to like pick it up, or is it actually a different like size?
Trying to figure it out. Like I can see it, but then again, I can't. So if I take this, I'll snap it here. Yeah, good snap. See how, oh wait, that didn't snap right. Snap to the top. There we go. So this should meet the bottom of that. That's not right. Should be like that. Yeah. Oh, now I've got this here. I got to do this one too. But they're still off. What the heck? What is making it do that? I just lined
pretty significantly off. The whole thing's not on a slant, right? It's flat.
It was flat until I moved it, and then it threw it all off again. If I line the corners up, it's the way the corners are lining up, I think. Oh my gosh, it's going to drive me crazy. All right. I need to break away from this, I think. It is going to drive me insane. I need to pull this bottom brick out, I think.
Okay. Do it. Chunk.
See you just delete it? Underneath. Yeah, I just did. I need to see what's happening underneath the surface here. So these things, I take him away.
Mm-hmm.
They're not lined up for some reason.
Can you make pieces transparent? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
Is it just in like the paint tool?
It's right there. Visible?
Oh, it's not a paint
I probably
tool
could have done that on the bottom piece, but
right. I was wondering if that would help snapping if you kept the shapes the same.
Oh, but, yeah, maybe.
Because right now you only have that inner piece now, and it's probably trying to snap it to the outer piece.
Grab everything. And I want to make the roof line the same height. Like that. They should be the same. And then I want to move this guy over. Like that. I think, come on. Snap. Snap. There. That should be correct, right? And then this piece needs to go back. Like that. So now I need to fix this because when I originally placed it up there,
it lined up.
It wasn't really lined up. So I need to bring that back, this up like that. And this moved. Come on. This is way harder than it should be. So in regular 3D modeling tools, you do not have this problem. Oh, and then, I lined the roof up wrong. Still lined it up wrong. Womp womp. So what's happened is this is snapped to the top when I actually wanted to snap this one. I messed it up again. I did it again. So this, I can select it. Oh, it's so shaky when it's trying to snap like that. It really needed to be there. So all this other stuff has to come down again. All right. Be easier if I move this away, I think. Back where it was. Sorry, I know this is tedious on stream. This is not exciting.
I just don't understand.
Something more entertaining going here.
I'm just confused at why it's even happening still. I did not get.
So that snaps there, and then it comes out this direction, like so. Oh, that's terrible. So now this piece is cutting through. That's not quite right, though. I think that actually needs to go back the other direction. Oh, it's going to be so hard to line up. It was a good idea when it started, though. Yeah, I'm going to sidebar this. We'll figure that one out another time. This is turning into a bike shed moment. We might be able to get that to work, but not today. Not today. My peepers are starting to hurt, so we should probably move on to next week. We got some pillars designed. We can place these some other time and build our structure here into the sky. And we need a bamboo forest. Need to get my designer Alyssa to start putting some foliage around here, maybe
around the back. Yeah. I like it.
Oh, I'm facing a wall. I'm facing a wall the whole time. Nobody told me.
I honestly I think it looks authentic, you know. It's like you walking around doing the headset thing. It looks great.
But these are the things like you get in a game like Call of Duty or what's another big one, like Battlefield just came out, and like you're running down a street, you're taking all this stuff for granted. Like so much work with some stupid trash can that you walk by a million times and don't even notice is there.
So much work. Not only that, but even just how like game dynamics work, you know, like the functionality behind it. It's impressive. I know like people always rage with like I play Destiny a lot, and like with the new DLCs, there's always new bugs and people rage, and I'm like, yeah, but look at what they've accomplished. Like
yeah. We need to do some real 3D modeling sometime to see how different it is. I haven't picked up one of those tools in forever, so I'd be totally lost out of the gates, but it'd be fun to do like Blender or
it would be.
I don't know what ones are free. I think Blender's free. Yeah, Blender is an open source, I think. So we could try this sometime. This would be cool. Let's see here. I used to use 3ds Max, which is a paid tool, but those at the time there was a free one. I don't think they make it anymore. They discontinued that like probably almost 20 years ago. So it's been a while. It's been a while. But I mean, this is like the real deal. You can make realistic stuff in this. So this would probably be another mind blower. It's so much fun to do this stuff though. So you could see some similarities in the tooling, right? So you can see the little XYZ component here that helps you drag around all little like shapes and widgets and things. But in this, you have complete control over the shapes. So if you look at the roof on this one. Can't zoom. Why can't I zoom? My zoomy tool's busted.
Wow, that
see all the angles on that?
And
you can adjust these however you want, and they all are independent of the entire shape as far as how much you can adjust them. So you can skew that and morph it. It's like molding clay. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to do, but it's very complex. Like, see all the tools that are in here. Knowing what all of these things do, it's like learning Photoshop or Visual
I was going to
Studio.
say, yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like Photoshop, but for 3D.
There's a ton of stuff that you'd have to learn, but it is so much fun once you learn how to do it, because you can create like literally anything. I used to draw like trucks and airplanes and all kinds of things in assets for levels and stuff. Which I don't think I have pictures of any of that stuff anymore. I mean, it's been a long time. It'd be probably pretty unimpressive at this point what those things look like because they're so rudimentary.
I doubt it. Like all of that looks overwhelming to me. Like, I start hyperventilating. I want to go back to just my squares and triangles.
Find any of these things. It's like some of this stuff is still online, but it's very like old. Trying to see if there was anything that I did that I could actually see what the 3D model looks like. There's vague screenshots of some old work that I did still online.
I need you to stay on after and help me debug my Git issues. Just for like 5 minutes. I'm really worried that I don't have admin permissions to do Git things on my computer is what's happening. I'm like a little nauseous about it. What you built? Before. Like the world that you built?
Yeah. So this was one, like there was an arcade and there was all these arcade machines that I modeled.
I haven't seen this one.
Mortal Kombat and like some old school games in here, 1943. I made all these machines. There's a pool table in here somewhere. So there was a arcade that you'd run through and get in gunfights and stuff. And the game had a an event hook on it for like when players spawn, when players die, when players get a headshot, all those type of things.
Oh my gosh!
And I wired those events to the arcade machines. So if you're in the arcade, you know, like taking cover or whatever, and somebody got killed in the game, you'd hear the Mortal Kombat machine go fatality.
That's so cool.
And if people like exited the game and stuff that was different, like Galaga would play different sounds and stuff. It was really cool. So there's all these little Easter eggs if you're camped out in it. What it did is it made it sound random too, because like you could put things on like a timer and like every 10 seconds or something it'd play a sound. That wouldn't be very random. It was kind of like boring. So I hooked it to game events instead. So it was very random. Like if somebody died, that's kind of a random occurrence. So like the machines would be lighting up with all the arcade sounds while you're in there. It sounded realistic and cool. But yeah, I built those in the Half-Life engine. Alrighty. Do we want to raid? Do we have a raid to do? Let's
raid somebody.
Raid.
I'm going to Twitch. It looks like Visual Studio's on, and also Tim. I don't know how to say his last name. It looks like
over to VS.
Cool.
Yeah, Snabble says Visual Studio needs some viewers.
Let's give him some love.
They're talking about Xcode. It looks like iOS, Android dev, all that stuff. That's pretty cool. We'll go raid them. Say hello to them for us, everybody.
Yeah.
Take care.
We'll see you next week.